Are you really bothered why this infection has refused to go? You've done it, you've treated it so many times. It do as if it has gone. After some time, it comes back again. Especially this urinary tract infection and vaginal infections. You've done it over and over again, and you are not commanding good results. There is something making it to reoccur. And today we are going to talk about the thing that is making your vaginal infections and urinary tract infections to reoccur and procure perfect solution to these things. One of the reasons why that infection is still reoccurring, you keep having a whole lot of symptoms pertaining to your private parts, probably pimples around your private parts, itches around your private part, discharges in your private part, and even a whole lot of burning sensation whenever you want to urinate. Those things are a whole lot of symptoms associated with urinary tract infection and vaginal infections. And it keep happening and happening and happening. There are things making it to happen. Today we are going to talk about why it is happening and perfect remedies to these recurrent vaginal infections. Simple things to do to avoid and to get rid of this recurrency of infection is, number one, always put on a breathable underwear. Your panties must be breathable. Ensure it must allow proper ventilation into that your private part. It must ensure easy access of air into that particular area. If the cloth is not breathable, it will make that place to be very warm. And that warm temperature is what encourages the growth of bacteria and fungi. So when you notice that that place is very warm, they will invade and stay, live comfortably and grow, multiply, and start causing recurrent infections. So ensure that that place is not warm, is not moist, is not warm. Is air is really entering into that place, cooling it so that infection can never thrive in that particular area. It's when infection thrive there, feel comfortable in that area, they multiply and start causing recurrence of infection. So don't allow that place to be warm. Allow air to be entering into that place. That is number one tip on how to get rid of that recurrence of vaginal infection. Number two, you must ensure that your undies are well dried and not wet. Most of the ladies form the habit of hanging their undies, probably in the toilet or in a place that is not sunny. And as a result of not hanging it under the sun, those undies are not always dry. They are a kind of damp way. You still see them put it on like that consistently for a very long time. You are forming a breeding site for bacteria and fungi to live, grow, multiply, and keep infecting your skin. So ensure that your undies are well dried before you put them on. One, ensure that you wear a breathable undies, underwears. Number two, ensure that the undies that you put on are always very dry and not wet, because when it is wet, you are attracting pathogens to build up there, feel comfortable, multiply, and keep infecting your vagina. The number two practice you must do in order to avoid or get rid of that recurrence of vaginal infection and UTI is learn how to clean up yourself well after defecation. Most ladies don't really know how to do this. After defecation, if you wipe from the front to the back, it's a best. That's a best practice because you are not introducing any infection from the front into the back. Where the infection lies is that physics. You know that physics is a constellation of bacteria. So wherever the physics enter, that place has been infected with bacteria. So wiping from the back, like from the back to the front, means you are introducing the fecal matter, which is the physics, from the anus, dragging it up to the vagina, and also dragging it up to the urinary tract. So it means you are infecting the vagina that might just result to discharges and a whole lot of vaginal infection with a little time. And also infecting the urinary tract, the tract through which urine comes out of your system, infecting it, causing urinary tract infection. So always wipe from the front to the back and not from the back to the front. The constant practice of this will certainly reduce your exposure and risk of getting recurrent infections in your urinary tract and also in your vagina. The last but not the least, which is the number four, is ensure a proper personal hygiene. Always practice personal hygiene. Knowing fully well that when women have an open body, infection can easily travel into that place, either urinary tract or vagina, with very ease, with a high degree of ease. It's now become very necessary that every woman must practice adequate personal hygiene. Ensure that your surroundings are always kept clean. Ensure that your private is always washed well. Please avoid the use of irritants. Ensure that yourself and your surrounding is always kept clean, no matter the cost. Thank you, and I love you.